afternoon. It is my pleasure right now to introduce Michael. Would you like to read your bio, or would you like to step straight in? Okay, there you go. There's your clicker. Enjoy. Thank you so much. And Michael from Twigitals.
All right, thanks everybody. Wow. Good afternoon, Dubai. I don't know how you feel. In 20 years of Expo experience, this was the most intense day that I had in the past years. Not only in NFT and crypto, but this was crazy. I'm just catching my breath again, because this is just breathtaking. It's literally one of the biggest shows that I've been around. There's so many people, so many interested people, enthusiasts, crypto enthusiasts, NFT enthusiasts. Yeah, just crazy, breathtaking. So, welcome, and yeah, today, my name is Michael Dorner. Let me introduce myself first. I'm the CEO and founder of Twigitals, which is a company working in the NFT and blockchain space. And today, I will be talking about bringing NFC technology to the blockchain, or how to connect physical products to the digital world, the digital blockchain. So, what's Twigitals? Some of you might know the term digital. Digital is a mix of physical and digital. So, between physical and digital products or services. We've taken this one step further and made Twigitals. So, Twigital is having a digital twin of your physical product or asset in the blockchain. This is what our company does. We combine your product, whether it's a luxury item, luxury purse, or a watch, or a car, real estate, stamp. We'll see some samples and some use cases later. And we mint them and connect them in a secure way so that those two are connected in the two worlds. So how do we connect the blockchain to the blockchain and the real world products in a safe way? Well, what we do is we use technology that we have been working with for the past 20 years, NFC, near field communication. So my companies actually come from the smart card industry. So everybody has a credit card or an ID card, and these cards contain NFC chips or RFID technology, which already have cryptographic technology inside them, so they're encrypted. We use this very technology to combine or to enhance physical products and store them in the blockchain, so we verify them. A near-field communication chip, an NFC tag, contains a chip, a silicon chip, and an antenna. And it's very small, as you can see. It can fit in almost every product. Beside that, it can be used to be read by your smartphone. Everybody's probably using already like Apple Pay or any other wallet right now. That's NFC technology. But not everybody knows that this NFC technology is being used in a broad, wide spectrum of technologies. Obviously, banking and payments. We do this every day, right? But also in identification purposes. So your passports, if you have an EID or driver's license, depending on the country, already has an RFID/NFC chip in there, storing certain data. And obviously, also IoT, Internet of Things. This is actually where we go in to connect your products with the blockchain. So how does this whole thing actually work? I've been asked many times, like, how do you do this? How do you connect a physical product to the digital world, right? And a lot of companies out there, a lot of startups that do something with QR codes and doing surface scanning or picture identification of these things, but these are not secure. So if you had any product that has a QR code on it, you can simply copy it. So open way for fraudsters. This is not a good technology to use. But what we do is we implement an encrypted chip. And what this chip does, it actually stores a unique address, a URL, a Web3 address or anything. But every single time you tap the chip, it generates a new one-time token or one-time key. So it expires immediately if you try to reopen that token. This way, we can not only authenticate the product as original, then we can actually connect it to your smart contract or to the blockchain. This whole thing works on a combination of an API with your AWS or IPFS system structure, and makes counterfeiting almost impossible. Let me show you a use case. Actually, I'm very proud about this because this is a product that we've done, or a solution that we've provided for the UAE, for the Emirates Post Office, the EPG, Emirates Post Group here in Dubai, in the Emirates. And some of you may know that it's the 50th anniversary, so they have the Golden Jubilee. And the Emirates Post Group has released a very special stamp, a limited edition stamp, in the form factor of a credit card with a stamp inside that you can peel out. Very limited edition, 2,000 pieces only, in the national flag colors. There's, depending on the year, 2021 pieces, 1,971 pieces for the founders year, and 2,071 pieces for the golden jubilee for the next 50. The special golden stamp actually carries a 1 gram real gold bar inside the card, and all of these carry this encryption chip, so this cryptographic chip that actually validates the product to be original. And if you guys are collectors, the QR code is actually leading to the shop where the EPG has launched the product. So if you're fast, you might have a chance to get your fingers on one of these red stamps. It's the first edition of NFT crypto stamps here in this region. This crypto stamp is a good product, a good sample. It's been around other countries as well. Me myself, I'm from Austria. My company is based in Vienna, in Austria, and the Austrian Post has actually started this crypto stamp hype back in 2019. And this is just a perfect example to show how the whole blockchain technology and idea has a real value, a real world value to it. Because over 500,000 stamps and NFTs have been sold so far from the Austrian Post alone. More countries to come in the future. And all of these recent ones are now secured with an NFC chip. Another example of products or watches or luxury items. In this case, we have a sweater where inside the sweater itself, the chip is embroidered. So it's waterproof, so you can wash it. And we see here 2 screenshots. So if you scan this sweater, the correct chip, it will show you green. Yes, this is an original product. If you try to copy that link or alter it or send it to someone else, it will say no, the token is expired, and you will not be able to see, for example, the hidden content. The UAE stamps that you saw before actually has hidden content in it, but only if you own the original physical product. On the left-hand side, you see a sample of how this URL looks like with the encrypted domain. If you want to see this technology live, how it works, I would like to invite you to come to our booth, because we've had an Austrian artist create a unicorn, a special unicorn just for the show, and actually 3 unicorns. The golden one here for Dubai. It's a free NFT drop, and limited to 999 pieces. And what we show here is that you can, if you own this NFT, we have an online shop where you can order the physical print to your NFT with a limited 1 piece. Whether it's the print of the artwork or the print of merchandise, for example. This is our tech demo, so please feel free to come and see us at booth number 66. And if you want to connect on Telegram or Twitter, please feel free to do so. I hope that I'm not going over time now. I'm not. We've got plenty of time. That's fantastic. So, questions? Great, great. Okay. There we go. Never mind question. Do you? Yeah.
Hello. What if you remove it from that key and then put it in another hoodie?
Well, the chip will be destroyed. So the chip itself, if you try to remove it, it destroys the chip. It's like a security hologram. Like if you try to break up a seal, the certificate, it will break the product, and this makes sure that nobody can put it on something else.
If it's basically tamper-proof.
Yes.
What if while I'm wearing the jacket and I fall off a bike and then the thing comes off? So nothing's really happened. I've pulled it out. Now it's working.
We have, especially for garments, we have very durable hard plastic chips that are embroidered inside. So you cannot see it, you can actually feel it, but it's in between the layers.
That's when you pull out the stitch, that's when the tamper-proof thing.
Yes, exactly. So if you try to rip it off or if you try to take it off, it's actually also glued inside with a hot melt glue. If you try to peel this off, it will just kill the antenna. Any more questions? Maybe you can just pass on the microphone.
Hi, I have a question what will be the worth of it? If I want to sell it again or maybe NFT swap or something?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, for example, I ask you to make this product digitally, right?
Yes.
So what will be the worth after all? Can I sell it later?
Yes.
Or what?
Yes, of course you can save it. Technologically, you can do whatever you want. I'll give you an example. The stamps that you saw, okay? Each and every single stamp comes in its own wallet. So we literally created 500,000, 500,000 wallets on different chains, depending on which chain you want. And we put this one NFT in there, and we also provide the technology and web services and everything so for easy transfer. That's if you want to be able to transfer NFTs. In some cases, you might not want to allow customers to actually own the NFT in their own wallet. In this case, like for example, if you have a jacket or something, it actually stays inside. So we kill or we burn the private address, it stays inside this wallet forever. But we have a technology to show the new owner. So we mint a new certificate when you scan this, where it says in your wallet, okay, you're now the owner of this jacket from March 16th to whenever the next owner scans the jacket. Yeah.
For example, if I sell the NFT digitally, then do I have to transfer physically as well?
Well, yeah. That's what you just said. So if you can either disconnect the physical and digital, like in the stamps. For the stamps, you can have the physical only and you can have the digital only. In that particular case, actually, they have all physical stamps a little bit alike, but if you scan it, you reveal a special token ID and a special picture. So it's a completely different picture every time. So you can take this out and sell it on OpenSea or Rarible or whatever. But you can also decide, no, I want it has to be linked together, and only that, so that it can only be transferred by physically selling the product or giving it to somebody else. I think over there is a question.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for the explanation. I have a question. For example, what if I have a unique product? Should I send the product to you and you put the chip, or how that works?
It really depends on the product. We have a printing company. So in the background we have multiple companies for the physical product, printing company, shipping, coding, and so on. If you have a production or a factory somewhere abroad, we can actually supply the chips and you can incorporate them into your product wherever it's being produced. One example would be spirits, for example, or bottles, like very rare wine bottles or something, where we have tamper-proof tags. These tags we actually encode up front and send to the label maker so that they can manufacture and implement it inside. And it's already pre-configured.
What about the paints, for example, unique paints? You have to send the paint to...
No, especially for artists and for paintings. Excuse me. we developed a certificate card label. So it's a credit-sized label, security label with holograms on it, that you can apply onto the back of your artwork. You can either then cover it up again, or you can just incorporate it into the frame. But if you try to remove it, it will kill the chip. So we pre-produce or pre-manufacture these and pre-encode this, and we give you the keys to just link this artwork to this token ID. And then you can just apply it onto the artwork. And all the rest, all the magic that happens, the website, the verification, all that is also provided by us in the background. So it's very easy for artists, for example, to, let's say, you create some physical art, the original art, you put this original sticker on there, and you can decide to say, I want to mint 999 NFTs out of that. And everybody who wants to buy the NFT, they can buy the NFT, and they can order a reprint online. And every reprint, you can put that same label or the next number, the token ID label.
It's very interesting.
We actually have a sample on our booth, if you want to see. Booth 66.
Yes, and you explained part of my question. Yeah, but it's like one chip and equal one NFT? Or
that's actually up to you.
Yeah.
So the chip has multiple functions. We can use it even as a sole authentication. It doesn't even have to carry an NFT. If you want to, the chip can do free minting. So you can actually program that chip onto a piece of art in your gallery, in your museum, and everybody who walks by gets a free NFT out of it.
okay.
For example. So you can, that's completely up to you. The magic, that's the beauty behind it, right? You can literally develop completely new experiences around it.
But is it chip stored with private key or link?
We're not storing the private key on it. We never do that because of obvious reasons. But we have, depending on the product, if you want to provide the private link, it's usually covered by some kind of a scratch-off, signature field, something like that. So again, also we have samples in our booth if you want to see them.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Lovely.
Great, thank you very much. If you have any more questions, please feel free. Number 66.
So we do need
Thank
to
you very
go on
much.
to the next speaker now. Thank you so much.